Hi, Taurus, and welcome to your Spirit Guide messages for March 2020. We're going to start this reading off by pulling messages directly from your Spirit Guide about the month of March and what they want what they want you to focus on, or bring your attention to, or make you aware of. So let's see what they have to say, Taurus. Express your feelings. Okay, that speaks for itself. And what else do we have here? Take responsibility for your actions. Okay. If you have any involvements with an Aries, or you actually, I should say, rather, scratch that, no involvement with Aries. If you are an Aries rising or an Aries moon, this will be an especially powerful message for you, Taurus. Okay, so express your feelings. You really need to speak up somewhere in some area of your life in March. You're either aware of it now going into March, or it's going to pop up at some point in March. And your spirit guides are really encouraging you to not hold back. Really say what you think and what you feel. Stand in your place of personal empowerment and be bold, be brave, be strong, believe in what you say, be authentic, speak your truth, express yourself. And this could be with a friend, a family member, a romantic partner, in the workplace, in some area of your life. You could really be in a position where you need to stand up for yourself. Taurus, do so. And it could be where you have to call somebody to the carpet for them, their actions, their behavior, things like that, and the time has come. But also with take responsibility for your actions, Taurus. Some of you may be feeling something, feeling guilty, feeling remorseful. There's a situation in which you know that you maybe weren't right, you did the wrong thing, you said some things that you really didn't mean. You know it's going to be different for all of you. There's going to be a chance for you to take accountability for that and make amends with that. Now, it could be with that person specifically, or a different situation in your life completely unrelated to that. Shows up, and it's like the energy is balanced out. Okay, but this is no surprise. Like, you would know what it is, and you are already feeling something about it, and your spirit guides want you to know that something in the past that you don't feel so good about yourself, you're going to have a chance to balance out that energy, and it will finally be resolved for you. Okay, but also, even if in this situation you were very, very wrong, that doesn't mean that you deserve to be attacked, put down, any of those things. No, absolutely not. When you are taking full responsibility and accountability for yourself, you deserve respect and honor. It doesn't mean the other person will be open and forgiving and happy, but you deserve respect and honor. So don't settle for anything less. And you know what? This is kind of coming, this is showing up for me now as we're moving into this reading. Some of you, there could be a situation in your life where you did do something in the past and you're very sorry for it, and you've done your best to make up for it. And this person, that or situation, it's like no matter what you do, it's never enough, and you constantly feel like you're still being punished for something that's happened like 6 months ago, a year ago, etc. Okay, if that's happening, this is your spirit guide saying, Taurus, it's time for you to stand up for yourself and no longer accept or tolerate that behavior, because everybody makes mistakes, and change is change behavior. And if that's happened, then you are no longer responsible to carry the burden of something of the past that cannot be changed, when you have changed your behavior and that's never happened again. Okay, so if somebody is continually using that, holding that over your head, punishing you for it, it's time for you to stand up for yourself and no longer accept it. It's water under the bridge. It's in the past. You've changed. Life has changed, and you don't deserve to still have that be held over your head. Okay, so let's pull some more cards. higher perspective, the cosmos, awakening, unity. So your spiritual team coming in nice and strong, Taurus, to give you that personal empowerment to speak your truth, to stand in your authenticity and not feel ashamed of that in any capacity. And you do deserve honor, okay? And see, with this unity here, something for some Tauruses, something of the past that you have been feeling bad about, you're finally going to have a chance for like the resolution to that energy, and it's going to feel so good for you. Okay, and now we have, look at that as I say that, emotional freedom, vulnerability, flowing, rebalancing. So March is a time for your emotional body to come back into balance and for you to feel good and for you to see things from a higher perspective and look at take responsibility. It's like what you've done in the past, Taurus, any however this resonates and relates, it's like that is done, it's over with. You no longer need to be held accountable for it. You've grown, you've changed. And you know, if this isn't like a person or situation, if this is yourself where you really beat yourself up, it's time for forgiveness of self. It's time to let yourself off the hook. Your spirit guides are even saying that, like, the time is now for these energies to be resolved, whether this is something that you've done, okay? The time has come where you're going to be offered moment, situation, different things happening to totally resolve that energy, or it's time for you to really stand up for yourself and make somebody else take accountability for their behavior, their actions, etc. And you know, through that, your spirit guides try to lead you to a higher perspective. And you know, this personal empowerment, it does lead to that emotional freedom and liberation, because when you speak your heart, when you speak your soul, it's all out there. You no longer have anything to lose. You're free, you're clean, you're pure. It's just, even if things don't turn out as you hope, you still would be okay with that, because it's no longer like this burden. Man, Taurus, I just feel for you guys like there's this burden inside that you've been carrying for a while, and the way, the reason that it's there is different for all of you. I mean, this is a general reading, but now March is the time to reclaim your personal empowerment. Give yourself forgiveness where it's due. Stand up for yourself. Speak your truth. Your spirit guides coming in strong. Ask them for the signs and synchronicities. And it's like you'll be freed. Taurus, speaking your heart, speaking your soul, speaking your truth leads to that emotional freedom and liberation. All right, let's pull some tarot dice. We've got victory coming through with the Chariot. We have the Six of Pentacles. That's the balancing of energy, giving, receiving, and sharing. Next, we have the Knight of Swords. That's speaking. That's your personal expression, like authenticity from your soul. Here with the Page of Wands. And lastly, look at this, the Queen of Swords. So some of you, this could involve air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Some of you, it could involve a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, or a potential Cancer here with the Chariot. But you know, with the Queen of Swords down there, that is like the truth and nothing but the truth. And there's no like hidden agenda. There's no ill intention behind it. It's in this space, you know, for this reading, that Queen of Swords, she's authentic, she's true, she's honest, she's brave, and she feels her emotions, but she allows her logic and you know, life experience, everything that has led her up to this point, to dictate her decisions and choices, rather than being emotionally swayed or triggered or manipulated by emotional attachments or guilts, or you know, just different things like that. And Taurus, that is the message here for you. It's like you have nothing to be ashamed of, you have nothing to be sorry for. It's really time for forgiveness, for this burden to lift up out of your heart. And you know, this conversation to me, or you speaking your truth, whatever's going on here, looks to be very well received, okay? Because we have the Six of Pentacles, and on top of that is the Temperance. That's the restoration of balance, you know, times two, and then rebalancing of the emotional body there. So let's pull some more tarot. Right, well, that one just wanted to jump out. So you've got the Magus, and again, if you are an Aries rising or Aries moon, this was the first card out for Aries. So Taurus, you allowing yourself to stand in your personal empowerment and speak your truth and be your authentic self, regardless of what the outcome of that would be, it actually brings forth magic. It brings forth victory for you. It allows you to proceed forward. And when your emotional body is no longer clogged up, it's free flowing, things manifest for you in a much easier way, like the things that you desire for the good. All right, on the Six of Pentacles, we have the Five of Swords. This is defeat. So yeah, you know, anything of the past, it's time to like no longer allow anybody to punish you for that, Taurus, if that's the case, or you punish yourself, or it's time for you to really stand up to somebody and put them in their place, and that will balance the energy. And again, you could do that with grace. You don't have to be condescending or mean, or, you know, give it back to them the way they gave it to you. You can do that with a lot of grace. And, you know, the green and the orange of these two cards just really jumped out at me. So there's also a healing to the heart chakra as well as the sacral chakra for you guys, Taurus. And interesting, I just did a chakra reading and healing for all signs. And I just uploaded that. If you haven't watched that, I would highly recommend you do so, just because of this chakra energy I'm picking up on and seeing a heart healing and a sacral chakra healing for you guys. All right, Hanged Man. So we've been at a stalemate or unsure for a while. Shifting perception, awakening, shifting perception up here. Also an element of sacrifice, Taurus. So you being authentic and standing in your truth, you can't be afraid of what that may lose you when you know it's in your highest good, when you know you're being authentic and you're speaking the truth, because I don't see it turning out badly long term. So you've just got to trust the process. And look at this, we have death. That's the death to the past. It's water under the bridge at this point. And lastly, the Ace of Wands. Time for a brand new start, a brand new beginning, a brand new you. No longer being under somebody's thumb or allowing somebody to emotionally manipulate you or make you feel bad about things that happened a long time ago. It's just like it's time to get present in the now, to speak your truth from your heart, from your soul, and just go with that, Taurus. And there may be things that end, but it's opening you up to beautiful brand new beginning, new energy, and like the restoration of flow and harmony in your life. So let's pull a few highlights. Good talk. See, Taurus, your spirit guides are like, it is time for you to speak your heart and soul and not hold back. Be open, be vulnerable, you know, but come from a place of logic. Don't let the emotions run away from you. Creative fire, that goes back to that sacral chakra energy I was picking up on. Just your excitement, your passion, all of those things start to shift and change. And also, you know, this is where you may have been giving your personal power away, and it's time for it to be reclaimed and you to stand very firm in your space. And look at that, honor thyself, self-love, self-respect. You are precious. That's what your spirit guides want you to know. You don't have to put up with anybody. You know, we all make mistakes, And some of you, you may not even have made a mistake. You're just trying to keep the peace with a difficult person. And Spirit's saying it's time to honor yourself and, you know, what's good for you. Speak your truth and do it with grace. And it's just like opening up. It's like ending the heavy stuff and opening up beautiful energy for you. This emotional freedom and liberation. All right, let's pull an advice. You are a special person. You do make a difference. See, Taurus, your spirit guides want you to know that you are special, you are magical, you are loved, and you don't need to be putting up with anybody's crap anymore. In March, it's all about reclaiming your personal empowerment, standing up for yourself, and pushing away what harms you, what hurts you, and, you know, speaking your truth. And again, some of you where there is some things that you have done, you do have the opportunity to resolve those energies in the month of March. It's like the universe is aligning you to this, and it's like you're free and clear at the end of the past, so you can start a beautiful brand new beginning. So those are your messages from your spirit guides for March, Taurus. I hope that this has helped, and I'm wishing you guys lots of love and light. Take care.